What's happening, people? You're tuning in to Comedy by Coincidence. It's episode 188, I think. Hey, what's happening, everybody? You're tuning in to Comedy by Coincidence. It's your boy, it's Chris Davis. Coming to you live, Davis Studios, Midwest. It's been a day. I'm hanging with my favorite comedian. It's the Florida Panther himself. It's the Mormon Foreman.
I'm Ty. I never know when I'm supposed to start talking.
I know. I'm going too long. I'm like full Aretha Franklin mode right now. Just wanted to full on draw it out. What's happening, playa? How you doing?
I have a fantastic new comedian on the gram that I need to tell you about, and I'm trying to find this motherfucker, and he has disappeared from my feed, and it pisses me off.
He's a plant. No, I'm
the
playing.
algorithm's fucking with me, bro.
No, for sure. They're like, oh, you liked that? Good. Let's make sure you never see it again. You know. Or maybe it's...
You found it? On Instagram, his handle is my bud Chris, and he's got some hilarious shit. I highly suggest you check it out. My favorite one is him about landlords. And that's all I'm going to say.
My bud Chris, super funny.
Yeah, super funny shit.
It's the first time I've ever heard that in my life. No, I'm playing.
So he's starting to tour now. I highly suggest you check him out. Maybe show him some love. I like his shit. Mostly family friendly. So, mom and grandma approve.
Okay, good. Good. Something you can watch with your Nate Bargatze. Tremendous. Dr. Evil's here with us. Shout out Dr. Evil. We both moved my sister this morning.
We sure did.
From an apartment into her first house. Huzzah. Shout out. That's crazy. I'm pretty dead to the world. I woke up way too early and then moved for like 5-6 hours. And here we is. And we're doing the thing because we have a commitment not only to my teammates, not only to my co-hosts, but to you mofos. You know what I'm saying? You savages out there. We're showing up. Even if we're feeling like shit. Hey, man, Ty's had a chili emergency on the show. You know what I'm saying? We're here, regardless of how we feel. Because we love you guys. I know you guys are dying to hear from us and need something to help you get through your workday. That's the main thing. Hey, I worked laundry. I know what it's like to listen to a podcast and fucking try to just melt the hours away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for you guys. You chaps at home. I'm with you. I've been there. We doing this together. So is Ty. We both still grunting it out. Honestly, this is when we come together to have fun. How you doing, my main man? What's up, brother?
We're doing fine. we're doing fine. It's I've all right. So I've been in Lima, Peru, no vacation or nothing for a solid week straight, and I can honestly say, it's a horrible city. It's a horrible city. It's the worst city I've ever been in, and I would never want to live here. I will live in a small village in Nairobi before I live here.
What's up with that, dude?
Dude, all right.
No Pizza Huts?
Okay, there's 11 million motherfuckers inside this city, and I do mean motherfuckers.
That's a lot.
All right. The population has outspread the infrastructure for sure. So if you're trying to get anywhere on any sort of public transportation, chances are you're not going to get there. You're going to pay too much, and you're going to, spend 2 hours to get there. And then it's like, okay, so traffic lights here is the epitome of Trevor's Know a Bit, where it just kind of adds atmosphere, little party lights to the intersection.
Right.
So everybody's a selfish driver. I've almost been in it. Every time you get into a car here, chances are you're almost going to
die. Yeah.
They don't stop until another car forces them to stop. And then I shit you not, if I open up my window, it will take about under 30 seconds until you hear car horns. And then you will not stop hearing car horns until about 3 a.m. at night. And then it will start up again at 6 a.m. in the morning. And it continues all day long.
Just the constant wailing of horns and people pissed. Tremendous. And people almost dying on the roads. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wild.
I'm more than confident that if I spend enough time walking around this city, I will eventually see a motorcyclist go for a flight into a second-story wall.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. So I'm glad, honestly, you don't have your Peruvian driver's license, so there's no way you're driving anywhere. Thank God. Could you imagine having to drive on the wrong side of the road and then... Well, I think it's the same down there.
They drive on the right side here. But there's speed bumps. There's stoplights don't matter. Like, there are cops at every intersection with the whistle and the hand motions to let you know if you can go or stop. People listen to the cops, not the lights.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am clearly a gringo at every single one of these intersections, and gringo in this case means foreigner, not a pejorative, just not from there. Because I wait for the light to turn green, and then I look and make sure that the cars aren't coming. Everybody else is just, head down in their phone, fuck it, risk it for the brisket, and just start walking.
Right. Yeah, ready to get hit. Honestly, I was just talking to Dr. Evil today. They are getting worse about that out here in St. Louis, man. If you got a green, you still got to look. Dr. Evil almost got fucking hit and T-boned on her side while we were driving back from loading today. You know what I mean? So, it's just
take a beat, Yeah.
Look.
Just take a beat.
Like you're about to walk across a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else is going
other
on?
than that, I can say without a doubt, after years of research, that poor, broke countries that most Americans would not want to live in have the best food. Because I shit you not, the cheese here on most dishes you order at a restaurant is the best cheese you'll ever have in your fucking life.
That's crazy.
The cake is always moist. It's light, fluffy, and delicious. Dangerous.
Not that we're checking. I wonder, what your weight fluctuation has been on this trip. Because you're one to try food everywhere, and that's good. I think that's important. I think that's culturally aware and all that shit. But, you have a habit of mentioning the cakes in every fucking country.
It's definitely one of those...
their pastry's better than their steak.
I think if you look at my bank account, you can see what's happening, because as the food bills go down, the pharmacy bills go up. and then it just rotates in between the,
really
the
does.
liquid versus solid state of my excrement.
That's good. You should make that into a bit and use that on stage when you're back, because, you know, just link your dietitian to your fucking bank account straight up if you want to be honest, right?
I don't think there's a single person that would ever do that.
No. Could you imagine the service that wants to, though? Like, anyways, go. What else is new with you, man? So it's been a week of no vacation, just work. All work, no play makes Ty a dull boy. What's going on with you? What else is new? Just working?
Yeah, we're just, working
And trying
doing
cake.
daily walks, eating Pizza Hut, and then
do they actually have Pizza Hut?
Sorry, what?
Do they actually have Pizza Hut down there?
Yeah, they have legit Pizza Hut, but like I said, the cheese is better. Like, way better.
Fuck yeah.
10 out of 10 cheese. You want to get a stuffed crust pizza here because it's worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair. I'll take it from you.
But, also I've been, random street meat, fucking candied nuts. We're doing a sampling of everything for sure.
So you were ready for a pizza amidst the...
Yeah.
And you are one to sample the pizza among the different countries, so...
Yeah. And honestly, I can say for local pizza, like not an American chain, because like Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Little Caesars, they're kind of worldwide these days. So when I'm giving a country a pizza rating, it's definitely local places. South America, Brazil's got it going on. You know what I mean?
What's up.
They got the widest variety of toppings. They got the best cheese, different sizes, and their pizza boxes come in a circle, so it's not like the pizza will get crushed to one corner of the box during transport. So that's really nice.
No sliding. That's crazy. That's wild.
And honestly, they got the best dessert pizza I've ever had in my life, because I think they just take straight up chocolate icing and put it on a piece of cooked pizza dough, and then like a little bit of fruit, and they're like, there you go.
That's pretty good. It's hard to say that something so cultured and so out there is worse than a CC's Pizza. But CC's Pizza, in my opinion, had the best dessert pizza, bro. It was called a Bavarian cheese pizza. It was like cream cheese, sugar, cinnamon roll on a fucking pizza, and that was delicious. That was crazy. And it would be thick with the creamy shit, but definitely like a cream cheese base. Oh, so good.
It kind of sounds like an upgraded, flattened out Cinnabon.
Kind of, honestly, but it was called like a Bavarian 5 cheese or Bavarian pizza, something like that, Bavarian cheese pizza. There you go. So good.
And the hilarious thing is, they would never sell that in Bavaria.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's American,
not at all. The locals would be like, "What the fuck is this? Nobody approved it."
Apparently in Denmark, they have this like trailer park of people who are like LARPing as Americans in a trailer park in Ohio, and I found that incredibly funny and thought you'd appreciate that. But
let me make sure I heard you right here, because my mind may be a little bit blown. There's a trailer park in Denmark where people pretend to be like people in a trailer park in Ohio, or it's people from a trailer park in Ohio that moved to Denmark.
They are LARPing as Ohioans. That's their deal. I think they might live somewhere else. They might the trailer park might just be their play place. I don't know. But when I saw that, in my head, I was like, okay, regular LARPers here, you're medieval. We're going to make a costume and have a sword, and we're going to go fight it out and LARP and whatever. I might, whatever. I wasn't involved. I don't know. If me and you went over there to this place in Denmark, this trailer park, right? Would we not be like if a regular LARPer met an actual knight or an actual wizard or an actual dragon?
It would be similar, but at the same time, it would be a little bit different.
We are
due to
for
the
sure
materials
real.
available.
I get you. Yep, I understand.
You know what I mean? Because like you and I would definitely rip an engine out of a car and turn it into a grill real quick and blow their minds with American ingenuity of trailer park engineering. But at the same time, are they going to have a proper grill grate, or are we going to have to go steal a chain link fence? You know what I mean?
Right. Or steal an antenna. You know, what are we doing? Anyways, fuck.
How? So that's fascinating. Kind of. I'm going to look that up afterwards, but I need to know how Chris is doing.
Doing okay. I actually went to the dentist on Tuesday, got my fucking snaggle tooth fixed, which has been... I cracked a tooth within the last month, and it's been driving me crazy. Cutting my tongue and making my stomach flip if it moves and shit, so... I finally got that fixed on Tuesday, thank God. And, what else? Wednesday, I helped my friend of the show, Ryan Schweitzer, move into his new house. Hey, he told me it was on the ground floor. From the parking lot, where do you how many floors away should the ground floor be?
It should be a direct entry.
Should be a direct entry or maybe a flight of stairs down to the direct entry, right?
Yes.
He told me and his mom, hey, it's on the ground floor. So we get in this parking lot. I find a place to put my trailer. When it does have a little flight of stairs down to the apartments. Cool, okay. Why does it say D on the doors? Schweitzer, what's going on? Aren't you in A? Aren't you on ground floor? And he's like, yeah, we got to go down. And we go down not one, not two, but 3 levels, bro, to get to his fucking ground floor apartment. And somehow it is outside. Like, on the backside of this shit. But, like, if the whole apartment complex is on a hill, I guess it can go down 3 fucking floors. But that's not ground level, bro. That's like double basement. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing, bro?
I'm a little... All right, so this apartment complex is built into the side of a hill.
Yeah, I
suppose.
suppose.
And then you enter on one floor, and then you go down 2 floors, like down the hill?
No, there's a set of stairs that are like a, jigsaw set of stairs that you go down 2 levels, not 2 flights. I'm talking 2 floors,
Okay.
So,
in my opinion, what you should have done would be like, fuck it, turn on the van and drive through the grass over to his door.
And never get the van out of there ever again. Yeah. Yeah, I
need
that for work on Wednesday.
We all know Ryan Schweitzer's aesthetic
or Thursday.
is a broken down van in the front yard. So
Definitely.
Love you, buddy.
What a moving gift. Here's my work van. It's fucked up. It's in your yard. What else is going on? So, and then we helped my sister move today. And honestly, man, my arms and legs are fucking beat to shit. I'm ready for a nap. I'm also ready for like full body massage and more. Let's go. Wink,
so
wink.
you've helped 2 people move this week. One's a dear friend. One's a family member who is getting her own place.
Nobody asked me for shit else for like the rest of the month. That's what I'm saying.
My question is, how many boxes of stuff do you think you moved that was highly unnecessary for you to move?
So many. So many. But you know what? You know what? And when you're the guy with the van and trailer, you get asked to move a lot. That's a lot of residency, 4 boxes, and or trailer for furniture and shit that you'd never fit in anything else. So, yeah. Am I sick of it? Yeah. Am I happy to help my family and friends? Absolutely. Should the rest of my family and friends not need anything the rest of the month? Please, guys, please, God, don't need anything the rest of the month. Also, we're getting into birthday season. I got everybody and their mother's birthday coming up, quite literally. You know, so.
Now, speaking of that, Chris, like, you do have this period of the year every year where it's like 20 birthdays all in a month or something, you know, ridiculous.
Yes.
Do you have a standard gift of, like, you know, my parents, every time it's a birthday, they slide you a 20. If it's your wedding, they slide you a 40 in a nice card. You know what I mean? They got a standard amount or gift they give everybody.
Yeah.
Do you have something like that, or are you thinking way too hard and personalizing it every time?
No, it's almost a set dollar amount for everybody, unless you're extra good a given year, you know.
Okay.
Normally it's about $25 a pop, you know.
But like, are you sliding them the money, or are you actually
Fuck no,
going
I'm
to
grabbing
find a
something.
gift for that amount?
I'm getting something off somebody's list. Or spending time thinking about, oh, what does this person need, or think, you know, or like and shit like that, you know.
Oh, so you're looking for useful stuff.
Useful or things they'd like, whatever, you know. I'm pretty okay at that. It takes a little doing for me, but I can do it. I am capable.
Because I ask because I have a coworker that is very into birthdays. She's in a different department, and she likes to find a personalized item for every single person, even if she doesn't know you or have any idea what your likes or dislikes is. She wants to find that like perfect personalized item within the set dollar amount, and will obsess over it for a couple weeks before your birthday.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean?
No, I'm about like that too, straight up.
Okay. It's I personally, going back to my Jehovah Witness ancestors, I'm very much, you know me, I don't care about birthdays. It's kind of, we've spoken about it before, but at the same time, a gift is nice. A gift is nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chief. No, I'm playing. Well, I'm sorry, man. When you're in a million different countries a year, no, I'm playing.
Where the fuck am I
which
mailing
hotel
this to?
am I?
Russia
Yeah,
or
what am I
Japan?
supposed to
Choose,
do?
bro.
Let's see here. Okay, I think we're good. I think we got this. We're doing good.
We are doing good. I'm just I was doing my homework of looking up comedy news, and it was coming up light. So I got a new category for us later when we get to it. So I apologize for being slightly distracted.
Let's do it now. Fuck it. What we doing? New category.
All right.
New digs.
So the new category, and I think we're going to dedicate it to our favorite sheriff in St. Louis.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The new category is corrupt sheriffs of the United States.
Okay.
So we got a headline here that says a Boston sheriff was arrested in Florida for a cannabis extortion scheme.
Lit, dude. So he was trying to like extort a cannabis store for extra money, kind of thing. Is that's my guess off the bat. He's trying to like shake him down a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was definitely old school, you know, shakedown. Yeah, you want to operate in this county, you gotta slide some dough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a little extra off the top for the police foundation, for that Boston officer. And then there was another good one. But where'd it go? Dr. Evil, could I have a favor? Could you see if we have an update about our favorite sheriff whose name I cannot remember in St. Louis?
Sure.
I was just doing the same thing.
Where'd it go?
Sheriff Alfred Montgomery. That's his name. Alfred Montgomery. Let's see. News.
I'm seeing STL sheriff calls for donations after indictment, raising legal questions.
The attorney general dropped his nepotism charge against him. So there, he's got that. Indicted on federal civil rights charge. Okay, what's going on? The case stems from a February incident where deputies handcuffed jail official at Montgomery's direction. Handcuffed a jail official. St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery has been indicted in federal court. The case stems from an incident in February when Montgomery ordered his deputies to handcuff the deputy jail commissioner. In his first appearance Thursday morning, Montgomery was indicted on civil rights violation, deprivation of rights under the color of law. Prosecutors said they have evidence he misused his official power. While acting commissioner as the St. Louis City Justice Center, Tammy Ross was handcuffed and moved to another location after Montgomery directed his deputies to detain her. We're certainly happy that the U.S. government saw fit to indict them. Tammy is satisfied, and she's happy that the federal government saw fit to go forward with the criminal prosecution in this case. Ross is suing Montgomery for false arrest or imprisonment, unlawful physical contact, and violation of civil rights. Federal indictment alleges Montgomery deprived Ross of her right to be free from unlawful detention by a person acting under color of law when he directed or participated in restraining and detaining her.
That's fun.
I guess mine has to do with he's raising funds to, quote, support his campaign. He did not advertise it as being part of his. There are concerns that some of this may go not to campaigning, but instead to legal fees.
For the indictment that he literally posted this fundraiser after the announcement Thursday, right? So follow the timeline, people.
He's saying the voters are being deprived of their rights.
Kind of like he deprived her of her rights, right?
A spokesman at the office didn't know about the donation request until the local news article told him. He read it and said he couldn't comment because the request mentions that the money is to support the campaign. He said the only person who can speak to the campaign is the sheriff himself, and no one at the sheriff's office has seen him in a while.
Whoa.
He was
that's kind of fun, doing a no-show, no-call re-election campaign without being at the office.
How is he directing anything if he ain't even showing up? Is he afraid they'll arrest him if he shows up?
I don't know.
What they shouldn't do, and this is my personal opinion,
Hold on.
they should not arrest him. No. Can I do this theory before you read out something? They should not arrest this man. They should pull out the golden dice and say he has to roll a 4 or 5.
Yes, pull out the golden dice, dude. Yes. For people who weren't listening before in previous episodes, he one of the things he's getting, they're asking for his removal for is he made a officer roll golden dice to see if he kept his job as a way to fire him. Wild. But Dr. Evil?
Very wild. Dr. Evil, sorry to cut you off, but
no, it's all good. There was nothing further. I thought there was going to be more, but there was not.
What a wild time to be alive in America, everybody.
The sheriffs outside of that state, there's a lot of articles about sheriffs in Texas, specifically along the border, taking some bribery money from the cartel. There's, and then I'm seeing a lot of, not news articles, but kind of like story time articles about a sheriff in McNean County, Tennessee, who kind of ran the place like a feudal lord during World War II. And then war ended and the veterans who just spent 4 years killing and, reestablishing freedom of sorts in Europe came back and went to open warfare with this man. Do you know anything about this?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's crazy sounded.
I'm going to pull up one of these articles and I'll give you more of the lowdown. From military.com. The servicemen returned to the corner of Tennessee, described themselves as hardcore veterans of World War II.
Okay.
When they left McMinn County, Cantrell was in charge, the old sheriff.
Sure.
All right, so Cantrell was the leader of the political machine that kind of chose the sheriff.
Okay.
And then the sheriff at the time, Pat Mansfield, was a part of that corrupt political machine. He was in office as sheriff when they returned.
Okay.
The vets, you just get back from war not spending a single dime because you were earning the money.
Right.
Where, you're supposed to be cash rich. So the sheriff naturally decided to target the veterans because, that's a whole bunch of income just coming into the county. They were often arrested and beaten as an excuse to get their money. And then in election day, 1946, it reached a boiling point. They tried the Democratic way of changing the sheriff by, putting
voting
up their own candidate and running against it. But there was a political machine in the county, so naturally they lost. And then, it basically, the vets went to the polling place, stormed the place. The armed deputies were outside trying to protect it. Then the news of irregularities and, the votes being fucked with poured in. The candidate that the veterans put up for sheriff was then arrested for protesting the voting irregularities.
Yeah.
Words are hard, man.
Especially when you're trying to be an NPR host. It happens.
Mm-hmm. So then the veterans descended on the polling location, forcing the offending deputy to almost fight his way back to his cruiser with the loaded gun and the ballot box. Deputies arrived, and the party is called the GI Party. The deputies arrived at GI Party headquarters to make arrests for the incident, but were beaten and taken captive.
How long ago was this?
You now have open fights between World War II veterans and sheriff deputies in the middle of this town. The voting irregularities was that the deputies were allowing people who were ineligible to vote, in their favor. So it was extra votes that shouldn't have counted. I apologize. I needed that burp to come out.
No, that's okay.
So instead of letting the sheriff's deputies win, the GI Party then decided to go seize the local National Guard armory and arm themselves. They took a 2-ton truck, arms, ammunition, and stormed the local jail. An hours-long gunfight took place, but failed to oust the sheriff and his men. At 2:30 a.m., the veterans then decided to dynamite the jail.
Oh, my God.
And the police cars. The deputies at the jail and the courthouse then surrendered and handed over the ballot boxes. But the two main men, Mansfield, the sheriff, and Cantrell, the operator of the political machine, ran out of town. They were not present when that was happening.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
how long
ago
was this?
Let me see.
When is this taking place?
Oh, this is fun. They decided to mount machine gun positions at all the entrances to the town after the sheriff left, just in case he came back.
Is this your version of a Dr. Seuss story? When did this happen?
This was 1946 in the county of McMinn, Tennessee.
Okay, so this is a history lesson. They don't tell you.
Oh
this
yeah,
shit
this
in
is
history.
history.
They don't tell you this one in history. I ain't never heard this one before, bro.
Let's see here. After the incident, the sheriffs and the political machine decided to concede the race. They returned the fees of an excess of $5,000, which in 1946 to 2025, that's a lot of money. And then that basically started the tide to turn over the corruption that was rampant inside of Tennessee. So
they don't tell you about that at all, especially in Missouri.
Lesson. Look it up if you want more details.
Wow, dude. Thank you. Thanks, Professor.
You're welcome.
Are you gonna Miss Frizzle style take me on a field trip next? What are we doing? No,
I could definitely take you on a field trip. Would you like me to get a short bus or a Miss Fitzgerald's magical bus, and we can go on a magical school bus ride on the Magic School Bus? Is that the name of that TV show, Magic School Bus?
Yeah, it is. You're on it. And it's okay, Miss Frizzle, but could you imagine Miss Fitzgerald? You don't want to get on her bus, dude. She sounds like she'll beat you for just asking a question.
Well, I mean, to start with, if you want to go through stereotypes, she has no soul because she's redhead, but then also at the same time, she has those freaky X-Men powers because she has that white streak in her hair like Rogue.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling she could just kill everybody whenever she wants.
Yeah, 100. Oh, for sure. How many times, like, I think she is immortal, first off. Yeah, definite X-Men powers for sure, if not. But how many classes do you think she's lost? You know, I know we've only followed that one, but, bro, there's some trials and tribulations to wild field trips like that. Shit, I almost lose a student during regular class sometimes, bro. What are we doing, you know?
I mean, we do... I apologize. I'm burping a lot. I'm only remembering like
cake.
One standard class of multi-ethnic. You know, there's like one white kid, one Asian kid, one black kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there different classes throughout the season, or is it just one class? Because then I think the more important question is, why did she trap these people and keep them kids forever?
Right. But could you imagine if Miss Frizzle was subbing at the inner city school? You know? There you go.
I imagine it, and I imagine the dialogue being completely different that I cannot say.
Yeah, definitely different attitude. Let's see here.
Oh, to answer your question about how many classes she lost, I'm going to say she's batting 2,000.
I was definitely going to say at least 2 or 3 through trials and tribulations.
No, you don't. And I'm saying more than 2,000 because you don't get to go to the center of a decaying tree and ignore the ant colony taking it over and then go to a volcano and expect the survival skills to translate.
Right. Or go through somebody's digestive tract. That's the one I always remember. It's like, we're going to go through Jimmy now. They literally ran through Jimmy, bro. What are we going to do? Shit. I'm looking for comedy news real quick, just to do a quick, brief comedy news for y'all, just because we do that and you guys look forward to it. I know you look forward to it. Get out there, exploring DC's queer comedy scene one day ago. Getting out there can be intimidating, especially if you're a queer comedian who fears being the target of the jokes. That's why some comics in DC have created their own comedic spaces. go check it out at WAMU. Okay. Is this Washington?
Josh Wolf. I got a piece of news. Josh Wolf a couple weeks ago dropped a new special on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
It's his first guitar special.
Oh wow.
So he's actually like playing the guitar on stage, doing some songs with other comedians and stuff. So it's sad to see him go to the dark side of musical comedy, but also
no,
at the
he's
same
always
time,
dabbled. He's always. I knew he was a guitar comic, and he's always been a little bit, but never a full special. That's wild. But hey, when you're good, you're good.
I mean, he's still Josh Wolf, so I highly suggest people check it out. It's called Campfire Stories.
Oh,
Campfire.
Tremendous. He was also on Story Wars this week. He was tremendous. I'm not gonna ruin the surprise at the end, But go check it out. Have you watched Story Wars with Big J Okerson and Louis J Gomez?
I've seen several, and I think it's a fantastic program. Josh Wolf's special is called the Campfire Special.
Oh, tremendous!
I saw a couple of the early ones, so I was gonna wait like another 6 months before tuning in once they've worked out all the bugs and
it's
got
tremendous.
That format down.
Dr. Evil loves that one, and we halfway play along at home. It's a fun one if you're playing at home. We give ourselves two guesses because we don't we don't know these guys like that. But if it's your first pick, you get two points. If it's your second pick, you get 1 point, kind of deal. Sometimes Dr. Evil's beat the score on the TV. You know what I mean? So the high score for the evening. So I'm just saying it's kind of a fun one.
That would be kind of cool. An element that would be kind of cool to see them incorporate in, where it's like you get one audience member who also gets to participate. They're just guessing.
Yeah. I do like how they will throw it to the audience and occasionally have the audience help them decide, which I think that's if they're really fucking on the fence, they're like, I can't figure it out. What do you guys think? It's made or broke a night for somebody before. So I do enjoy it. Check it out. Story Wars on YouTube.
Was Josh Wolf with Tim Dillon? I recently saw one where I think it was Tim Dillon, Dan Soder, and then there's one other person. I don't remember who.
I don't know who was. I can't remember Tim being on Story Wars, so that must have been a while ago. But Josh was on with a lady that I don't know, and Pete Best, I don't know, Pete Ross, I don't know. Two people I didn't recognize as Josh Wolf, but Josh Wolf stole the show for sure.
Pete Holmes, maybe?
Nah, it was a weird one. I didn't recognize this guy.
All right, so I just pulled it up. It's Josh Wolf versus Pete Lee versus Valerie Vaughn, episode 57.
Yeah, it's a fun watch.
Story Wars.
It's a fun watch. What else we got going on? And I'll take one last quick look at comedy news. If you caught my story, I really don't have a whole lot going on in the comedy news. You weren't lying. But let's see here. The new blasphemy, daring to laugh at the wrong people. What does that even mean? Dothan?
That feels like... wait, can I take a guess before you read out this article? Because I have a feeling based off the headline where it's going to go.
Which one?
All right, so the blasphemy of
daring to laugh at the wrong people. Yeah, I didn't read it, but go. Yeah, where do you think it's going?
So it's going one of two ways. It's going to be like a whole bunch of murderer felons talking about how they killed somebody in a funny way after they got out of jail, or it's going to be like the autistic Down syndrome, you can't laugh at the comedians who are special route. Either way, it sounds like a very emotions first headline. What we'll say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see it. Well, I guess comedian Graham Lineham has unwittingly become a prophet for the death of not just free speech, but also humor in the United Kingdom. In the anti-free speech community, the most intolerable form of speech often seems to be humor. For thousands of years, satire and parody have proven to be the most penetrating and at times irritating forms of political speech. In the case of comedian Graham Linehan, he has unwittingly become a prophet for the death of not just free speech, but also humor in the United Kingdom. Co-creator of UK sitcom Father Ted, there you go. Was arrested at London Heathrow Airport allegedly over several social media posts criticizing transgender activists. The posts were not jokes but political commentary. I will say the UK's got that crazy law now that like you can get arrested for just like a tweet, a Facebook post.
Oh yeah, man.
Any
yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah.
hate speech like that. Which hate speech ain't cool. Rightfully so. But who's to define that? You know what I'm saying?
But exactly who are we going to define that? But also it goes a little bit deeper than that, because I would argue that, all right, so this is a departure for funny. It's actually kind of a sad situation that's happening over in the UK. They got, basically there were like 12 million people in the UK 10 years ago, and now the population has exploded up to like 16 million or something like that. So roughly a quarter of the people in the UK are not from there. So it's a huge immigration issue, along with class of cultures and all that.
Yeah.
And then you go into the grooming gangs, which is a very dark story I'm not even going to talk about. So there's a lot of opinions that are people being arrested that are political opinions, not hate speech, but because they're talking about that category of topic, immigration and the grooming gangs and all that, they're arrested because somebody from that community says that's hate speech when they're trying to get to a political idea instead of directed towards one person.
So fucked up. Yeah.
It's a widely misused law. And there's like they call it a 2-tier policing system is what's happening in the UK. Like there's that law is an emotion-filled law, because it was created with the idea of protecting people online, but yet now it's being used as a political mechanism to silence certain opinions. So sorry, I got serious about it. I got a lot of friends from the UK, and they're kind of upset.
That's pretty fucked up, especially if you're a comedian. You walk the tight line, anyways. But fuck.
So it's like there. Have you know the Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
Yeah.
A lot of comedians go up there and they set up their show, and they're trying to, a lot of UK-based comedians. That's how they make their yearly nut. Yeah, they go up to the Fringe Festival, they set up a show, try and make as much money as possible, and that's what they live off of for the year, and develop their next show. However, now you can get arrested for speaking in public in Edinburgh, which is in Scotland, where that law took effect. So a lot of comedians are now having to figure out how to either change their opinions in their show, or develop a show that won't offend anybody so they don't get arrested, or figure out another way to live. So it's kind of a huge game changer in the comedy community there.
Fuck. That's terrible.
It makes me nervous.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, don't need to do any UK dates. Although, hey, talk about a guy who doesn't have to worry about getting arrested for posting on social media. I'm playing, Barley. I'm playing.
I'm not gonna lie. The words kind of blended together when you were talking.
That's
there,
okay.
I have no idea what you said.
No. When I go to roast somebody, it kind of happens like that, because I ain't got it in me, man. especially if I like you. You know.
Do you think that's a commitment issue because you're just like I think it was a solid joke, but like I've noticed you do this where you like mutter out a funny line that could possibly be funny, but you're such a nice guy that you don't want to offend anybody that you like.
No, it's hurtful. Like it could be funny. It's hurtful. Like so I won't if you'll hear me mumble out the hurtful ones and it's like, oh, you know, especially if I say it with half my chest, I really don't mean it. I'm like, fuck, yeah, shouldn't have said that. I don't even know what I said at this point either, too, but
Chris, I can honestly say,
yeah,
you're a funny guy, but you're a nice guy. Obviously, roasting's not for you.
No.
But whatever you could possibly say to me will not be worse than what the ex-Marines I used to work with and still work with will say to me on a daily basis.
I am sure.
Like, I got a British, former military British engineer that I'm working with right now. A wonderful guy, but he's a short guy. He's a lovely guy. He's my favorite dwarf. Love you, Capney. But he will say the most fucked up shit to me off of the faces of my eyes, my fatness, my, you know what I mean? Like, he cuts to the bone, and I do too. So, like, you can bring it, bud.
Fair. Okay. What? Oh. What, Dr.
Evil has something evil.
Dr. Evil's got something to say. Say it to our face.
I believe there was a phrase you were hoping you didn't remember by the time you got.
Oh, I thought about it. Did you notice how slow I was taking with the intro? Did you notice how slow I was dragging it on?
I did.
I didn't say it because I was like, "Ooh, that'd be mean."
I'm just having flashbacks.
I thought about it. That's why I was going slow. I thought about throwing it in, and then I didn't because I'm a bitch. A big old bitch. But that's what happens. Real quick, to finish off, round out some comedy news. You know, we're all having so much fun here. Last little bit here. You know, I'm sorry our UK comedian friends are really going through it, that the free speech is not quite like the American free speech over here. And, hey, don't be hate speeching. Don't be. Okay, you said the thing about immigrants and gangs. They're really using that and loopholing it to fuck people and all that shit.
Yeah, and
he was hate speeching on transgenders. Why we ain't got to do that? You know what I mean? That's a little different. We ain't got to do that. Let's not do that. But just to round out our comedy news here, you know. Dothan comedy show canceled. First of all, Dothan. You know what I mean?
Are we talking Dalton, Alabama here? Are we talking some cousin place?
Dothan. 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 Anyways, what a weird name.
You use it in a sentence.
Is there a state or a region behind that
We're
sentence?
going to find out. Dothan comedy show canceled after child porn arrest of last comic standing star. The Dothan Opera House. Where is this? It sure looks like Alabama, brother. Sure looks like the outline of an Alabama. Maybe? Maybe in North Carolina? I don't know. Dothan Opera House canceled September 14th appearance comedian John Reap after he was arrested on child porn-related charges. Reap, 53, charged with second-degree exploitation of a minor, 3 counts of third-degree exploitation of a minor. Last comic standing, Winner planned to bring his popsicle tour to Dothan. However, after learning of his arrest in his hometown of Hickory, North Carolina, Dothan Opera House announced it's going to cancel the show and refund tickets. Yo, dude.
I would say good move. Good move.
Nice.
Yeah.
At least they didn't put them on sale. 50% off. Or do the old Dan Soder raffle for Matt Rife tickets, kind of.
Instead, he gooned a little too close to the sun.
Yikes, dude.
Oh man.
There's a lot of stories about that one right now. So,
I mean, it's everybody loves the downfall of a sick bastard. Honestly,
yeah,
I have some
definitely.
not so nice opinions about those types of people.
Oh, who doesn't?
But at the same time, I do wonder if the CIA is allowed to get into anything and can, remotely get into your computer and maybe just happen to plant those pictures. What sort of killer bit did he have going on? You know what I mean? was there an anti-NSA bit, and then they were just like, he has to go down, or was he a sick fuck? I need to know.
Sick fuck, probably.
Most likely sick fuck. Yeah. Sick fuck.
Yo. Jokes write themselves as Westboro Baptist protest clean comedian Nate Bargatze. Why is Westboro Baptist, of all people, why are you going after Nate Bargatze, one of the cleanest comics in showbiz right now?
He's also the cleanest.
I literally said the cleanest, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, like, there's nothing Nate should say that would offend them.
That's what I'm saying, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, dude?
Unless they watch one of his specials and like their gaydar is so far off, there's no way this man is not gay, and then they decided to protest.
All right, I think that's all, dude. I mean, I'm sorry to end it on the worst one possible. Go watch Story Wars. What am I talking about? Tell your friends about this show. What are we doing? We get some views. Help Daddy make a paycheck. Okay. Gross. Is that so gross to you?
I think it's more of the way you said daddy. There was no like dominance in that. It was like a flaccid small dick in a locker room.
It's very nice
daddy.
Boy daddy.
It was just tossed out there.
Okay. Well, that's what grossed out our producer. I'm sorry. Wow, dude, it is so your week for Savage of the Week. It ain't even funny. What's your Savage of the Week this week, buddy?
All right. My Savage of the Week will actually go to a gentleman who I'm working with right now. Kind of saved my ass last night. Like our system shut down because the generators had a hiccup.
Wow.
Our alarms didn't go off yet. But the man that's in charge of the chillers called me up and was like, hey, something's wrong. So Savage of the Week to that guy calling me at 10:30 at night telling me I have to go to work.
Save the whole thing. Save the whole thing.
Your boy's still employed.
Good job, dude. Good job. Save the whole fucking operation. Shout out that guy.
And his name is Leonardo, which... I kind of like because it's one of the Ninja Turtles.
I was literally just about to say, call me Michelangelo and you Raphael. Let's go get some pizza.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's stare some titties. Let's do this shit. You still like titties, right?
What?
I'm like a dad who's just got to hit you with a weird question every once in a while. I was just like, you still like titties, right?
Yeah.
How are the titties in Lima, Peru?
They're fake. There's a lot of fakies.
There's a lot of fakies. That's not what I was imagining.
Like if you are looking to do the eye candy travel route, in my opinion, skip this country. 100%. Definitely go. You can go Argentina and then slide into Brazil, but. You're here to look at old rocks. That's why you come to Peru.
You're here to look at rocks and mountains and deserts and mountains.
Yeah.
What else you want, dude? It's kind of weird to go from mountains straight to desert. Is that just me?
It's yeah.
I'm just not used to that, I guess, but that's kind of off-putting.
Well, I mean, you live in the Great Plains, man.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, hey, man.
They're just
I'm just waiting for another tornado to come by and, But
it's hurricane season in Florida.
Yeah, and you're missing out on the majority of it. Good luck on your way home. When are you out of there? The 14th?
The 13th.
Oh, I was so close. I try to listen. But you're getting there, man. You're getting there. It's the 6th today.
Yeah, roughly a week left. Little change.
Yeah, exactly a week-ish.
No, exactly a week. 7 days. 7 days left.
You got this, dog. And hey, shout out to that guy. Shout out to Leonardo again for saving the whole operation, making it so those last 7 days aren't with somebody up your ass.
it would be a problem.
It would be a
problem.
Catastrophe. Yes, I understand. I'm imagining what it could be, and all of them sound terrible, Definitely, yeah, job losing worthy, right? So, good job, Leonardo. Real MVP.
MVP of the day, for sure.
Well, with that, guys, we had a really long episode today. We love you. Uncle Chris got to go get some fucking sleep, dude. It's been a day. I need to go take a hot bath and lay the fuck down. So, Ty, I love you. Good luck. You're going to be busy next Saturday. You're going to be traveling. So I'll either hold it down or we'll do one Sunday or Monday. But we'll touch base before you leave. It's just so we got a game plan. So that sounds good. Be safe. Have a great rest of your week. I love you, man. And everybody, tell your friends about this podcast. We'll be a lot more funny next week. I'm probably going to bring the Eddies. We're going to get wild. We're going to dive deep into the murky waters. Shit, I might have a guest. So, mad love and respect. We love you guys. Come back next week. Tell your friends.